everyone. Today is May 16th, 2025. My disclaimer is anything you hear here, I'm not claiming as fact. This is for entertainment purposes only. And do the disclaimer. We get to tell all the truth we want. So, welcome back, guys. We're on a really good list right now, and the title today is Frequencies, Good and Bad. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and edge myself out and allow for the Holy Spirit, my higher to come in. Thank you. I just got a blast of this love. And we sit behind your frequency. In all your trials and all your joys and pains, we are there behind your frequency, knowing exactly what it is for every experience and every emotion you're going through, for note to be had. It is a delving into dark territories. When our, and my higher is meaning mine, ours, because they are right behind us. It is a delving into darker territories. What is the word? It is a decline, a sloping decline. For when your heart is not merry, for when it's not knowing of what is kind, it's a fear-based blasphemy for our kind. No matter what the reason or the rhyme is, when our state of frequency goes below our natural frequency rate, it is blasphemy. It is not of the divine. It is low enough to remove your ability to love and create, to shine like the diamonds in the sky that you are. And we have many moments with you in that state, having overcome so many. For me, I'm still amazed at your ability to climb back up, to take the stake or the reign of the frequency in which your life, your spirit, your body will receive and gain. We allow the willow stick, the willow switch, stripped of its leaves, for the welting upon our flesh, then it leaves when used as a switch. Alright, I have a question though. When I'm feeling the way I'm feeling right now, Spirit knows how I'm feeling. I'm feeling sad that I've ever allowed myself to go there. when I'm feeling this sound, is this a sloping lower frequency? That one has, for the act of the emotion of doing so, of feeling so. It does require a lack of the higher forces, the higher energies upon it, for its inability to exist above its own lower rate of frequency. Andrea, when we are glad, go ahead. There is such a noticeable frequency between you being sad and you being glad. And yet, for your human mind's inability to recognize the changing in frequency, the ability to see frequency, to acknowledge frequency as it's changing or as it's still. You are without that bearing within your mind, your mind's eye. For so much lost of the mind's eye, this does not come to, for us or you, any surprise, right? Andrea, we are always surprised at what gets by you. Andrea, even you with your active third eye. If you knew more of the energy of sound and light, it would carry you very far, for that is exactly what you're made of. We are sound and light. Sound is light. There is a frustration for us of, due to what for you all, you're unaware, because we care. You cannot defend yourself or prepare yourself or even arm yourself with anything that you don't see with these two eyes there. A no seeing of a threat is yet still a threat indeed. And it all boils down to frequency. Are you rhyming? Are we rhyming? I'm going with that. Andrea, we are at dis-ease for our not seeing the cause of it, the bacteria, the metaphorical, this is a metaphor, bacteria or organism that creates or that causes this disease. It is energy and we can't see it. Even under, well, it is under your very own light. Talking about the light on the microscope, that you can see organisms smaller than the eye's normal size, or what it could see, what it could view. However, omitting or emitting upon your view, the light. It is without your peripheral or conscious view of it. Andrea, we're light. For our guiding, for our keen sight, we are light. And we place this message upon you all with all of our might. Andrea, when we befall and our frequency numbers are small, we create a light that is the dimmest of them all for us ever to radiate. Our light is our shield. We are crystallized within this guiding light that radiates from our energy fields. By nature, by law, and by the divine, it's our design. And lower energies, lower beings, surviving and eating off of the edges of our light, have learned how to put to use frequencies that dim our light. For they're serving themselves upon us. They're consuming, they're ingesting of our beautiful light. It is for them to survive. In an unknowing way, we harbor and nurse the ones that are taking from us the light away. This is not to say, and nor will it ever be to say, that our light will ever be eaten completely away. Andrea, we exist as a divine being. Go ahead. The chiming, ringing tone of the bells. It's a frequency of which our light puts out at its level, emitting, ensures, if we remain upon this numbered shelf right here, we will always radiate and be here another day, another lifetime, another universe, within even another being or another language to tell, will always exist. What won't exist upon our shelf are our normal state of being, are these energies, these entities, these parasitic things that if they had their way, and they will do anything to have all of our light, for them ingesting themselves. We create our body light, our light bodies, our bodies light in all kinds of ways. The highest of them all, the color of the most highest light radiates when we are most feeling full of love and light. Love is the highest frequency there could ever be inside of any light. Love. We are on this shelf with love, and above the shelf with love and light. Things that bring us delight, offering to another our light. It is the light of love, extending, expanding inside of a world of all of us. This shelf remains. And yet we don't see when our frequency, our light is being pulled down below that shelf. For the heaviness, that the emotions of it coming down brings us to. We're not in the state. We're not in our vibrational state to realize it or to do anything about it. It is a solemn state. It is a state where we above you and behind you cringe. For without your knowing of your state and your willingness to bring upon your own frequency up to your shelving, your level state, our hands are tied. We love you. We wish for you your ability for your own view to know when you are below the shelf of your most self, your best self, your healthiest self, your kindest self. The richest self that you can be is this shelf and above, never below. Andrew, I know your head hurts. Just hang with me. Andrew, we're coming around. It is through light, is through sight and sound. And now we're bringing that around for your ears and your mind to understand that sound is frequency. And yet without our third eye, open to protect us, to hear the difference, the change in the sound frequencies when we go below the shelf. Andrea, we are yanked and pulled and prodded and mind melted. We are darted and stabbed and pierced. We are spelled. We are withheld better knowing, knowledge. We are made targets for the nourishing of what our light provides, a lower vibrating entity, being, parasite. They are parasites. They know only to feed. Yet they are aware by their own third eye on how to create the circumstances where we go below ourselves for them to feed. And there is no mercy for the blind. There's no mercy for the deaf. If you don't see the frequencies, if you don't see the entities, if you don't feel or sense or hear your light lower or dim, more power to them to feast. There are many degrees of circumstances where they create ways in which the effect for us is to lower our frequency. Meaning when a bridge collapses, Andrea, disasters are plenty for their feasting. They have you on your knees in terror and fright. Fear is the number one sure way to provide banquet whenever they wish to feed. Your fear is beating what for you becomes disease. Eating your light body field creates disease. It is a numbing of your own immune to know it's guarded, it's shielded. It knows when it's being eroded. It knows. And it creates disease. For our paying mind to it. Only you don't know it. We know that the human experience is not to know glee all of the time. To be happy most of your life, it would be considered a really good life. Life, as you know, Andrea, is full of strife. There's full of sorrow when a man loses his wife. Andrea, the hole in your soul that was born the day your daughter died was a day when I, as your guardian, your higher, cried. For the hole that was begotten of you, although that you're attributing it to the hole she left in you, is really the hole that they have devoured of you. We are most susceptible when we lose somebody to death, or a trauma, or a fear that is beyond what we can, our minds can accept. When we are abused, when we are harmed and full of fear, they pounce. The biggest ones, the fattest ones, are the first to appear. And to your light field, they adhere and they eat. And they eat. And they eat. And the more of it they eat, the more ill you feel, the more disease you receive. Without your complete radiating shield of light. We'll say it that one. And we are not foolish enough to say that there's anything that doesn't have to eat. Anything in existence, whether short or tall, big or small, viewable or not at all. To be blind to what? To what the reality is. Of how our light is brought dim to be small. Go ahead. The rhyming is killing me. It's killing me. Andrea, pay no mind to it. Deliver your tongue from your tongue. The guiding of the sight and the hearing of the frequency and the sound of your own light. Sound is frequency. Sound is frequency. Sound is color. Color's easy to see. Sound is frequency. Alright. Andrea, there is an even pattern of it in a frequency exchange between me and you, or you and me. It is there for all the world to see, yet not with our eyes, untrained to see. The sound, although our ears, we cannot register it as what we hear, we're still receiving through our eyes and our ears the frequencies, the sound and the light. My guiding for this, for all the viewers, for the guiding of the keeping bright and healthy and fit your guard, your light, your body's light. We need only breathe in and view. Breathe in, close your eyes, and view your light. And with every breath you breathe in, brighten your light. Watch that light around you get brighter. It will glow. Glow the roofs off with it. That's all you need to know. When you're feeling down, when you feel like any flowers that you might plant won't grow, close your eyes and breathe in. And with every breath, picture and view and know your body's light increase in its glow. Increase your light. It burns brightly as your will allow it to. When you're scared, increase your light. Go within. Trust in your guarding and your safety inside of your body's light. It is a capsule. It is an egg. It is a shielding for anything. Fear. Fear is what gets us off our shelves, below the belt. Let's say below the shelf is below the belt. We have the light. We don't ever drag anything below the belt, below its own belt. For it just is not our being. It's not how we're nourished. It's not It's not anything that we foresee or desire forever it to be. We harm nothing. Yet we do starve. For our very existence, we do starve that which is taking the light, taking from our being. There will always be dimmers amongst you. Those reaching for that knob on your light to turn it down in whatever they have to do. It's when they start fights. They punish you. They harm you. They put you down. They bring you down from yourself, from your frequency, your safe frequency, low enough for them to get a bite into you and where they can feed. Is it a mental game? Well, it depends on how you view it. Andrea, we can view it as demons. We can view it as lower frequency beings that can't survive. They can't come near us at our frequencies level or higher. They can't even exist within that space. And yet they harbor around in the outskirts waiting and waiting and waiting for their own mercy when your light has lost your mind, when you are found on your knees, your heart is breaking of loss or pain or fear. They have their strategies. They wish upon us all ill will. The brighter we shine, the more they multiply to see that we don't make it up to the top of the hill. They feel fear when we shine bright, when we are living our best life, when we are listening to our heart's calling, when we are creating to the best of who we are. They will congregate. They will multiply. They don't want us to reach the levels that we can. And they do everything they can. The landslides, the boy drowning under the waterfall. The mass hysteria, the towers that fall, the media and everything that's wrong. It is a ploy. It keeps the light just below the shelf. For they're feasting on our light and with no regards to ourselves, to us, and what that means to us. Guard your light. Turn it up. Just close your eyes. Every breath inside of your lungs, every life's breath, every divine breath you take in expands your light. It increases your light. It'll protect us through the night. Know that when there's windfalls, when the twin towers fall, there are low frequency entities starving to make those towers fall. And if left unchecked, if left unlit, they would consume us all. It's not going to happen. There's too much love in the world. There's too much light. There's too many hearts that have not been out of them a big chunk bitten or taken from them. Andrea, you have been diced many times from the mouths of something the size of Jaws. And yet for your ability to heal, to return your light, for your protecting, your healing, your scars are out of sight. Never forget, you guys, what you can't see and what you can't hear does not mean it doesn't exist and that it's not near. Hold your light, dear. Your light is your shield. It is your guide. It is your well-being. It is at the heart of you, the joy, the light of you, the love, the life you feel in the love within your life is why we have this light. It's what it brings us when it's allowed, burning up at the shelf level or higher. Thank you. I had no idea this was going to be that good. Wow. I so get that, you guys. There's many layers and complications to, as far as us regarding and understanding the frequencies, the sound of light. For our pegboard in a classroom of also many beautiful lights, for their guiding and for their trusting just to know within themselves that what they're learning is right. They don't have to know all the gears and how that. They don't have to know the measures so precise. Shield your light. Keep healthy. Keep breathing in for your brightening of your light. Continue feeding that bright. And you will find yourselves in a better place, in a closer place to love and light within your life. And when you go below the shelf, Andrea, like with any loss that we suffer of a loved one, regardless of who it is, when we are in mourning, when we do go down beneath our shelf, it is for our draining, for our releasing of such pain. Be closer to the ground. For it to be shed us. This is when it is very important that we have others around, other supporting light around you. Love those in mourning, for they are victim to what is trying to choose its life over ours. It's trying to take us out. So, yeah, very much guard those that are in heartbreak. They're susceptible. So that's that. That was so good, you guys. I'm in awe. Can't wait to watch this. Because I'm getting it when I'm getting it, but I don't really receive it like you guys probably do. Anyways, I hope it helps. It was good. Man, I feel like just being a little brighter today. Right? See you guys on next one. The next one is Timelines and jumping. That'll be fun. See you guys then.